It is Friday, January 25th, 2019. I am Ramesh Jairam. Thank you for joining us. We begin tonight's newscast by telling you that the passport office in New Amsterdam is being moved to Schietanger. Here's why in this report. This is being done to advance the operations of the passport office in Berbice and ease the hassle and crowds persons face when traveling to the city for these services, according to Regional Chairman David Armogan. The new office is located at Schietanger, East Kanji, close to the psychiatric hospital.
And I said our people will benefit from it because the process will be easier and then too it will be faster. The location is a good one, I think, because it's not within the tongue itself. So busy, so it's located in a place where you have many other agencies operating.
The region is awaiting the handing over of the building by the contractor.
And as soon as the contractor hands over the building, I suspect that the minister responsible for passport, Mr. Felix, will come to, because he's the one who really laid the cornerstone for the building to start. Now that the building is completed, I think he will want to come back and do an opening. It's very cramped, and so, they don't have filing space, and it's a few staff working there in very cramped conditions. So this will even be better for the staff too. It will be, much more convenient, lots more space, and, it's going to be much better for the people who are working there too. So
The office will offer similar services like the one in Georgetown and will be updated with modern equipment. Currently, the office is located inside the compound of the Central Police Station in New Amsterdam. Newborn baby dies after being dumped in pit latrine. Horston Drakes has this story.
A young mother is hospitalized and is on the police probe following the discovery of her newborn baby in a pit latrine in the yard where she lives. That incident has left the normally quiet community of Good Fortune, West Bank, Demerara in shock. Today, when this newscast visited with her relatives, they too were at a loss as to what may have pushed her to this extreme.
I mean, the place I mean, the long seas will live there. She not parents and so she live for the free. So I don't know what day she had to do anything this.
The gruesome discovery was made by a relative who went to use the outdoor toilet. The relative alerted his aunt, who lives in the same yard.
What happened the shoot I went home. And my niece son come and tell me, Auntie, the toilet full of blood. I must come. And when I go see the blood, I can't make it, and I turn back, right back. And I call the lady over there, and my dad tell her.
She then called out to her neighbor, who then went to the toilet and removed the child.
When I go over, I see your daughter Ashley show something inside the toilet. And when we come back, I said, even gap for me, baby. Then she auntie, son, and the auntie. Next auntie son come and tell next auntie and say, come see something inside the toilet. And you go, there is the baby inside the toilet. And we take the baby and rush the baby in the hospital. She didn't do thing like that. She didn't drink no tablet, nothing. Just so that the baby come out and thing. So that so come and see the baby inside the toilet.
The child's mother, Priya Mathur, has two other children, ages 5 and 2. There are reports that the woman was 8 months pregnant at the time. Relatives said the afterbirth was found in the yard.
Hey, looky there. Let me go techie boots.
Boots? No, mama, I ain't gonna get lock up teeth in a big stinky 30-second hand boots. Plus, it gonna be more cheaper online. And don't got my favorite color, pink. Let me go on.
Online shopping.
Cheaper, faster, better. Passback.
Caribbean rice from the lush rice fields of Guyana straight to your home. Caribbean Rice. Our people, our rice.
Welcome back. Consumers are being urged to demand a receipt when making purchases. Learn more in this report. This will force suppliers to comply with the law, according to Consumer Affairs Officer Fiona Austin Paul. She explained that the law caters the right to a receipt. It was also noted that suppliers cannot refuse to make refunds because there is a 6-month warranty on every item purchased and 7 days return policy as implied by the law, but can only be enforced if a receipt is issued. As a result, the Consumer Affairs Officer pointed out that the Commission has been tackling the issue through inspections for the issuance of receipts. Meanwhile, Director of the Commission, Don Cush, noted that it is time for the hire purchase bill to be redrafted to offer protection to consumers. Cush noted that the bill is important because consumers can have better rights of possession of items purchased by suppliers. Cush also stated that the bill was lodged at the office of previous Minister of Legal Affairs and it is yet to receive the necessary attention.
A man's beer.
Let's tell you now that GCOM commissioners are at loggerheads on the commission's preparedness for general and regional elections, and that disagreement rolled over into a meeting with the chief whips for the government and the opposition. Minister of Social Protection Amna Ali, who is the government's chief whip, said the meeting ended in a stalemate.
Actually, what has happened is that the commission is at a stalemate. No decision has been made. Our purpose of being here is to be apprised by GCOM what is the state of readiness for the elections. You had arguments for and against, and so that is why they ended in a stalemate. So the chairman had to terminate the meeting because, it was going nowhere. As far as I'm concerned. For example, the PPP are giving timelines to suit a 90 days period. Both GCOM and the coalition commissioners do not see it as being feasible within that time span.
Opposition Chief Whip Gail Teixeira said the commission is unable to make a decision and the chairman seemed reluctant.
It's very clear that the commission has been unable to make a decision in relation to the operational preparedness of GCOM for elections within 90 days. And in fact, the chairman seems to be reluctant to come to any conclusion also. The exercise that we went through, I put questions to the commission as to its recognition and acknowledgement that they have to comply with the 90 days requirement of the Constitution. And how are they going to address that? The second issue, based on statements by persons in the commission and by Minister Amna Ali,
to do with a house-to-house registration. I then asked, and that's when the meeting broke up, that would the Commission recognize that it would be responsible for putting Guyana in a constitutional crisis.
Elections are expected to be held within 90 days of the passage of the no confidence motion. However, the matter is presently engaged in the attention of the court.
With that, we've come to the end of tonight's newscast. If you have a news story or a tip, you can contact us on 698-2500 or 666-4337. You can also visit our website at www.rdproductiongy.com, Facebook or Instagram Royston Drake's Production for more details on these and other stories. Join us again on Monday for another edition of News in Depth. I am Ramesh Jairam saying good night.